Let's run this again, right? Because I keep cutting it, right? We're talking about mind control experiments and brain control experiments, right? Zamzam Academy posted about it yesterday or today, right? Those are dogs, right? Existing below the dogs that recruit them to do their dirty work. Dogs as existing underneath the dogs that recruit them to do their dirty work, right? Dogs existing under the top dogs that recruit them to do their dirty work, right? They actually are coming out now and telling you what they are doing, right? Manipulation. If you look at the past video posted on that website, he speaks about, whoa, manipulation into the human brain, and first time they've been able to access such level of information, right, through what they use is nanobot technology to insert it into your mind, into your brain, right, through direct energy weapons is something is a trial experiment they've been conducting over and over and over and over, right. In the past, they used to conduct it in different ways. Today, they're doing it in different ways. Today, they're doing it in a religious conversion way. They use the the COVID experiment to insert nanotechnology into people, right? And using those nanotechnology, people with voices on it. Prophet disbeliever thus is called, right? They refer to it in their religion as prophet disbeliever thus, right? Trying to recruit people into pornography, dark entertainment, all these things, right? And trying to convert people, right? So it's different levels of shit been going on, different levels of sinister, very, 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 very evil, sinister shit that been happening. I want to try to explain this to people is either you're crazy, you're not knowledgeable, you don't know what you're talking about, right? Very, very, very sinister, dark things are taking out people out of the world without a fucking trace. Very sinister, dark, dark, dark programs that have been running, mind control programs that they are running, right? Trying to take people out of the world without a trace, without a mention, right? And by the snap of a finger, these people could just remove you from the planet because of their religion, because of their skin color, right? For any of these reasons, because of because of their sexuality, any of these superficial dumb reasons, they could just use direct energy weapons and send you crazy, one send you to suicide, or completely annihilate you and send you off the planet with no trace, right? This is a level of sinister evil, right? Sinister, 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 right? Very, 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 very dark stuff, right? That been happening, right? And then they have the power, of course, to manipulate your YouTube views, right? So 1 minute you could have 586 views, and the next minute 2 views. Not because people do not want to see your content, not because people do not want to see your content because they have the power to restrict it, but because they have the power to restrict it, right? Not because people do not want to see and know your content, but because the people at top level dogs, right, have the power to restrict it. I'm talking about the dogs that control the financial wealth of the world, right? The dogs that are in control of the religion, the religions of the world. Dogs that is in control of the final religion of the world, right? That is what I'm referring to, right? The dogs that recruiting dogs below them, right? Pretending to be one religion organization, but they are next religion, Dogs are doing undercover religious conversions day in, day out. And people thinking that is God operating through you. Have people thinking the voice of God is talking to you. When is the voice of technology talking to you? When is nanotechnology talking to you? When is nanotechnology that is sending up in people openings, ears, butt, vagina, all your openings, right? They have the technology, they have the exact technology to send that from wherever in the world directly into your body, right? Hear what I'm saying properly, even if I did not take the COVID vaccine. I did not have the opportunity for those particles to come inside of me. I said, and I know what happened. I want to try to explain this to people is either you're crazy or you need to go and see a psychologist, right? You all are crazy, right? When I try to explain this to people is either you're crazy or you need to go and see a psychologist. These people have technology that could insert nanotech into your body, right? They have technologies that could snatch your consciousness. I even talking about death. I'm talking about technology that could enter your home, right? Remote view you while you're bathing, changing naked, right? This is what these people have technologies to do. But if you look to explain this to people, you are the crazy one, right? Well, figure it out yourself because there ain't nobody coming to save you. There ain't nobody stopping this shit from happening. You know what? Everybody phone getting hacked, right? Everybody, this shit happen to people hacking your phone, right? My new phone, oh, and then they say, oh, to defend this and that. My last phone was hacked. I had certain pictures in there only right? One with me and one other person they had privy to see, right? That phone was hacked, right? They look to use that photo, right? The photo represented verses from the final religion book, right? They used me, right? They used me, right? To say and when I'm telling you, oh, I am actually this person, right? I'm telling you, I'm actually this person. They say in your wish, right? You want to be that person. I would never want to be that individual, right? I would never want to be that individual. Unfortunately, I am that individual, but I will never want to be. I will never want to be who I actually claimed I am. I don't want to be myself, right? I do not want to be myself, right? So take your wannabe and stick it up in your backside. Take your wannabe, right? Take your reference to me as wannabe, that person, and stick it up in your backside because I am who I claimed I said I was.